Alright, so cool. So what up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick Dams, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make over $2,000 per month blogging in Nigeria. So this is going to be a complete, comprehensive, lengthy video on how to start a blog, not just also start a blog, on also how to be able to get traffic to the blog, because it's one thing to have a blog and it's another thing to be able to get traffic to that blog. Once you get traffic to that blog, you can be able to sell whatever things you want to sell on that blog and be able to make money. And also case study of how I was able to grow my blog from 0 to 10,000 in 12 months. So if that's what I want to say in today's video, please ensure to stick with me to the end of this video. I'm going to be showing you everything from this video as shown in front of my screen. So guys, let's dive right in. So guys, now we are in the other part of the video. So I know pretty much you guys might be thinking, why should you even listen to me in the first place? Because you are claiming to make $2,000 per month blogging and you don't even know who this guy actually is. You're just meeting for the first time. I mean, I need to share some form of validation online. I mean, prove an experience. Well, I'll pretty much introduce myself. You don't need to worry about that, okay? So in case you don't pretty much know who I am, my name is Nick Dams, and I was like you 4 years ago, trying to figure out how to start a successful blog, and I launched my first blog online, which was in 2020 then, and that blog ended up being a huge failure. The name of the blog is Dams Ninja, and the blog was actually launched on Blogger. Okay, so I mean, it was a huge failure, but nothing to be panicked about, because I mean, the experience actually taught me a lot of things that actually helped me scale my blog to where it is today. And most importantly, the blog struggled to get traffic. That was back then, and didn't even make me any penny. So that was when my quest for knowledge on how to start a successful blog actually started. So I read all the blogging advice just like you are pretty much looking for right now, and on how to start and grow a successful blog in Nigeria. And some of it worked, some of it didn't. I mean, currently now there's some kind of blogging practice that you're going to see for some videos few years ago that you might not see now, that are still not working now. It's about this video actually up-to-date information on what is currently working now in the blogging industry. I'm going to be showing you that right now. So I decided to experiment a lot of things on my own. You know, all my blogging experience, all my blogging success today was based on trials, error, years of experience, and testing. Okay, so you can see I pretty much do what I can do, and my blog started ranking on Google. And not just ranking on Google, I was also getting some kind of a little bit of traffic, which is 700 page views, and that might look small to you, but guys, let me tell you for the fact that traffic at times doesn't really determine how much you make. Now with this little traffic that I was getting, I was able to make some affiliate commissions promoting a particular program on my blog, which actually earned me over $200+, and in accumulation of that actually resulted to over $2,000+ per month. And this is also a screenshot that I made from a web hosting platform that actually promoted on my blog, which is Bluehost. You can see I made $100 from this referral. So these are the things that blogging can offer you. And also I also have ads on my blog right now, though I've not been serious with the blog because I'm not really more concerned about trying to get that huge traffic, because I mean you can monetize from Google Ads, and I'm going to be talking about that very soon on my next video. So this is how much I've been able to make so far, but I've not been serious with Google Ads, but this is the potential that blogging can actually generate for you. So yeah, so you really want to learn that, I'm going to be showing you that right now. So while we move down, I don't know, actually, you guys might be thinking, so I asked myself this question. That was a few years ago when I started seeing results from my blog. I was not thinking, could this strategy work for other people too, just like you? So with that in mind, I have to look for an SEO gig that I can offer somebody else my SEO services to see if my strategy actually works. So I secured a job as an SEO specialist for a 6-figure forex education company, and today I am proud to say that I have taken their blog with the same strategy that I was able to learn from trials and error to an impressive over 10,000 page views per month in just 1 year. Understand? With just 30 blog posts, guys. So the strategies that I was able to learn from my own personal blog, I implemented it on somebody else personal website. I was able to generate it from 0 to 10,000 page views. Look at the screenshot here, guys. Look at the screenshot. This is not me trying to lie to you guys. This is I'm going to drop a link to this article in the video description below, so I can actually go through it. And this So in this video, you're pretty much going to be taking my 4 years worth of blogging experience for free in this video. So guys, the first ever most important things you should always consider before choosing a blog is to what? Choose a niche. Okay. Now the fun part about this is that if you miss this part, okay, you will end up missing everything, because this is the most crucial, crucial success in blogging, because your niche determines your outcome of your results. So now you guys might wonder, what exactly is a niche? So a niche is like a specific, well-defined topic or area of interest that the blogger actually concentrates in on their content. For example, let's say you are a Nigerian chef right now. You want to create the content related. So you might want to create the content related to, best food for Nigerians. Best food in Nigeria. So all your content should be tailored around. All your content in your blog should be tailored around, content that is actually based on your own area of specialty, which is actually your niche. So if you are good in XYZ, that means you want to have a blog in XYZ niche, and also want to establish an online presence in that XYZ niche. So if you are, for the sake of this tutorial video, so if you are really like a Nigerian chef, because you always want to blog about something you are actually good about, something you have personal experience about, something you always, that you always, even when they close your eyes today and they ask you to define XYZ, you pretty much define, because you are pretty much doing it every single day. That means because a blog is all about teaching somebody something on your website. Okay, you understand, giving out information on something that you have experience on. So you want to start creating content around those things that you pretty much have experience on, because that is what's actually going to make you stand out from your competitors. So choose a niche, start creating content around topics around topics regarding the niche you are offering. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to be able to look for topics regarding that, but this is pretty much why you should need to be able to have a well-defined niche. So you understand. And here's the thing. So if you I want to drop a link to this article below. When you go to this page, then you can click on this hyperlink here. It's kind of like give you blogging niche ideas. If you are not really familiar with a lot of blogging stuff, I want you to go through this article from HubSpot. Okay, so it's kind of like to give you one of the most profitable blogging niche ideas that you might find, and find one that actually works for you. You understand. So what we define is, for me, I was actually good in the marketing space. During my early days of my blogging career, I ventured into internet marketing, so I had a little bit of experience, and which is one thing I want to point to you guys. You don't need to be an expert in everything. As long as you have a little bit of experience, you might also want to blog about those things that you have experience on. You don't necessarily have to become the expert in that thing. You understand? People always like to learn from people's experiences. You don't have to be an expert. Okay, you always have something to share. Okay, so blog around something that you can believe that, okay, yes, this thing, I'm most comfortable sharing it from now to the next 5 years. I won't get tired of it. So that's why it's so important for you to also choose a niche. Now, what are the most important things you always look out for when choosing a niche? Number one, the interest. Number two, profitability. And number three, expertise. So you can see this image I just shared with you from on this blog right now. So you want to look for a situation by your interests, and there is a confluence between your interests, profitability, and expertise. So what that means is that any needs that you have interest in, number one, must be very profitable, and it must also have some form of expertise in. I'll come again. Any niche you want to venture into, you understand, you must also check to see the profitability of that niche. You understand? To see from it. So the way you can able to check this is just go to pretty much go to Google and search for your competitors online. You understand? So if, let's say you are in the cooking niche, you understand, you just go to Google and search for how to cook jollof rice right now, okay, for Nigeria. Okay, so we see a lot of blogs ranking for this keyword online. Okay, so look at these blogs. These are your competitors. Okay, your competitors are not your enemy. They are pretty much, you understand. So I don't look at them as your enemy. Just take them as people that, okay, yes, you want to start duplicating what they are doing and do something better than what they are doing. So these are your competitors. These are now one of your competitors. So you want to take all your competitors, put them in a spreadsheet and see what they are doing, to be able to understand, do something better than what they are doing. So these are all your competitors right now. So these are, you can pretty much get to know your competitors, and you want to check also how much they are pretty much making. To know the profitability of that particular niche they are in. Okay, I'll pretty much this video just pretty much I will drop a link to this article way down below. So watch this video. This video actually explain everything to know how to be able to figure out the profitability of a particular niche. Okay, so these are the things that you also want to consider before actually starting a blog. Now I'm going to give you like a little bit of a background story on why this system actually works. Now in this case, before I began my successful blog, I used to work as a content writer for Opera News Nigeria. I mean, you guys know back then when Opera News was still hiring writers, that was how my writing career actually started in the online space. So I started my online space back then as a writer on Opera News. I was getting paid and I was working for them. So all of a sudden they changed their terms and conditions, which I didn't actually work in my favor. So I had no option than to leave the platform. And I was trying to explore other online businesses that can actually pay me for writing. That was when I was able to discover the world of blogging and the potential opportunity blogging has to offer to somebody. I mean, blogging has a lot of opportunities they can offer you. You understand? And the how much you can make on blogging, I mean, the money you can make from blogging is beyond what you can ever imagine. I've seen bloggers who have actually made six figures, even build a successful six-figure online business just by blogging alone. Okay, guys, you will get there very soon, no problem. So this article is going to give you like a roadmap on how everything is going to work and the structure you're going to follow. So I started figuring out that blogging can actually be a way to be able to continue expressing my writing skills online. So I started this blog, which is Dams Hustle, to document my strategies, my journey, and everything that I used to be able to grow my blog to where it is today. So guys, moving forward, number one, so after picking a niche, the next thing you want to do is research your audience and the competition. Just like I just explained to you earlier on, look at these guys. So you can know these are pretty much your competitors, but I also point out something else again. For the sake that now look at this reason. When I research for the keyword write and get paid on Google, you understand? I realized that I was competing with a staggering of 3.4 million websites that is focused on writing. Now I will explain what that means. Now back to my own story. Remember I told you that I used to work for Opera News before until they changed their terms and it was not favorable. I have to leave the platform. So I wanted to blog about writing, just blog about blogging about my own personal experiences related to what I'm actually offering, which is blogging, writing related content. So I wanted to say, okay, if it's possible for me to be able to blog around something that I actually love about, which the niche was actually profitable when I googled the keyword write and get paid on Google. And once I googled it, I noticed something. Let me show you guys. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. So as you can see here, guys, let me scroll down a little bit. So you can see from the screenshot way down below, when I google write and get paid, I'm seeing that there's over 3.4 million results about that keyword. Let me show you what that means in Google write and get paid. I guess it's not here again. SRP has actually changed, but most cases it usually happen most cases like that. So let me go back to the article. So most times you may actually see this on your own browser, depending on the browser you're using. I don't know why that is not happening at the moment, but I don't want to take much of a time. But in case you actually see something like this, so this is pretty much telling you that there are over 3.4 million blogs who are actually talking about writing and get paid. So what that means is that the competition is way massive. So that means that the industry I'm actually going to, that I actually want to venture into is a very competitive industry, which is one thing I also want you guys to be able to understand, because when you're actually blogging, you also need to be able to consider the competition. So you don't want to go into a niche. Fine, I know there is this law that says that whenever a niche is profitable, there's always going to be a competition. Fine, that is true, you understand, but that does not mean for the fact that because of there is so much competition there, you should not venture into that particular niche. Sorry guys, you can, but there is a usual way we as bloggers we usually tends to we usually do that actually give us an edge, you understand, and actually get some reasonable amount of traffic even when the competition is huge. Because trying to rank for some keyword these days right now, because when I mean keyword, ranking for keyword means, let's say that, look at it now, blogging without domain, and you see my blog actually ranking number 1 here, guys. You can see my blog ranking. So this is what I'm ranking for a keyword. So my blog is ranking for the keyword blogging without domain. So I do think this keyword is pretty much competitive. My blog wouldn't rank because there's a lot of established websites who Google have already trusted, understand. So ranking for this process is going to be a huge task from. So I'm going to be elaborating more on that for you, okay, guys. So this is how it goes. So this feature also just give you a glance of how to know if a keyword is actually competitive. So as you can see, the result may be the same for you depending on your niche, but anything less than 1 million are considered less competitive. However, this is a massive list for blog. This is a massive list of blog that didn't scare me because it highlighted the potential profitability of this niche, what I mentioned earlier. So the competition itself was a proof of how lucrative the niche could be. But I want to assure you that not be discouraged by the competitiveness of your choosing niche, because despite how competitive the niche was, I was able to rank on Google for some keywords in my niche which are less competitive, and I will show you how to achieve all these things moving on. So number one, the first thing you want to do is create a list of all your competitors. Now you go on Google, you type in your whichever keyword. Let's say you want to have a blog in the make money online space, how to make money online space, which is pretty much competitive. How to make money online. Okay, click on that. Then you can see these are, so you can see net wallets, you can see Clickworker, you can see Hostinger, you can see blah, you can see blah blah blah, a lot of website rankings. So these are pretty much these are the people you are going to be going head to head with. Now don't be scared, okay guys. I mean, you can there's still a lot of untapped keyword that this particular website are not ranking for, that you can still rank for and get traffic to your website. Okay, so you might want to create a list of all these competitors. Okay, I also want to use some SEO tool called Ahrefs. I use Ahrefs SEO tool. I once have their paid plan before, but all of a sudden I stopped their subscription, which is, I mean, for Ahrefs it costs around I guess $99 for their lowest plan. So I use Ahrefs. So just Ahrefs, so you can just plug in the tools into Ahrefs. But you want to know how to use Ahrefs, just type and search for Google on how to use Ahrefs, or let me know in the comment section. I will make a video on how to be able to use Ahrefs. So compile all the list of all your competitors, okay, and save them in an Excel sheet. That's if I'm trying to do that manually. But once you plug them into Ahrefs will show you all your competitors. I mean, all the people. I mean, you can pretty much get this data from Ahrefs, but this is it. You have them get their how many monthly search traffic they are getting. Put them in an Excel sheet. Just be able to figure out, okay, these are the people who are actually ranking for the keyword, and this will also help you discover the number of keywords they rank for, their potential income and revenue insights, and profitable product or programs they actually promote. So you can be able to figure out how all these things are happening. Okay, so once I've been able to get the list of all your competitor data, now just do that. Okay, search for all the keywords that you really want to rank for, like they are related to the terms you want to start promoting on your blog. Once you have all this data, the next step you want to take is choose a blog domain name, and choose a blog name and domain. Now when I mean blog name and domain, what do I mean? Now look at the top here, guys. This is damshustle.com. Okay, so this is my domain name. So my domain name is what? damshustle.com, which represents, it's just like an address. Okay, it's just like an address of my website. Then hosting now means hosting are actually those information that are actually stored on your, website. Okay, so hosting contains, like, for your blog to be live, it needs to have a hosting provider. Okay, so you're pretty much going to get this thing from one service provider. I'm not going to be showing you guys. Okay, so now moving on, like I discussed earlier, we have our need site checked. We have done our computer analysis. Next step is to have a blog domain. Now your domain name doesn't have to be complex or anything of a big deal. It's just the name that appears on the URL of your website. Now this is it. This is the HTTPS, which is the protocol, which is the hypertext transfer the subdomain, then this is the domain name. So for the sake of this tutorial, my own domain name is what? damshustle.com. Look at it here. I don't know why this is not showing me here. Let me refresh this page a little bit. Okay, look at it. damshustle.com, which is my domain name. Understand? So, and you need to come up with your own domain name. So you can use namecheap.com to get your domain name. I have a domain name on Namecheap. Let me log in my Namecheap account right now and let me show you how. Just go to namecheap.com. Okay, I'm gonna be dropping a link to the video description below. Want to get to namecheap.com, put in any domain name you want to register. Let's say you want to register cook fella as a, let's say you want to open a blog in the cooking industry, and I want to have a domain name cookfella.com. You understand? Just click on cookfella, then click on search. It kind of like tells you if the domain name is available for purchase. If there is nobody else using that same domain, so nobody else using the legacy, you can pretty much add to cart and pay $10 to use this domain. So I'm going to be dropping a link to Namecheap way down below if you want to use Namecheap. I'm going to plus discount code on that. Okay, so you also need to consider that for the fact that whenever you're choosing a domain name, your domain name needs to be what? Brandable, and it must be what? Easy to pronounce and be able to spell. And your domain name must contains there must be no symbol on your domain name, so that it will be easy for your audience to be able to remember and pronounce and be able to spell out your domain. And your domain name must not be too long. Okay, must not be too long, because this was one of the mistakes I was able to discover when I interviewed one of the reputable bloggers in the industry. His name is Emmanuel MNK. I wrote a detailed article about that. Just click on it, it's going to take you to this page. So you can see Emmanuel MNK is a successful blogger who make over $2,000 per month blogging. And one of the most important things I actually regrets, one of the is regrets in blogging so far was choosing a very, very long domain name. Okay, so yeah, and the domain name was entrepreneurship businessblog.com. So you also want to avoid that kind of domain. Okay, so and make sure that the domain is also .com domain, because .com domain also tends to work better. Okay, so reason because a bad name makes it harder to build a successful blog or businesses. For example, this is Shopify. Okay, the Shopify, and you know who Shopify is, guys. Shopify helps small business build an online store and sell online. So Shopify knows that, okay, they want to build a brand around helping small businesses build an online store and sell online businesses. So how do they come up with that domain name? They think about it. Okay, they help small businesses build an online store, which is more like an online shop. So they come up with the name shop, and they have to come up with, just kind of make it more strategic and come up with the name Shopify. So this is how you pretty much come up with domain names that actually directly correlated to the kind of niche you are in your industry, or the kind of services you want to be offering on your blog. Okay, so it is okay if your domain name doesn't directly relate to your blog content, but using your name as your domain often work well as well. So you don't need to brainstorm around this too much. I pretty much use your own name, which I use my own name as well. So my name is Nick Dams, so I use Dams and I put hustle just represents online hustle. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It just depends on you. This was my biggest regret so far. I don't even want to take much of a time to go through this, but I will drop a link to this description way down below. You might pretty much want to go through it and learn from that as well. So let's go to step 3 part of the video. After choosing your domain name, you also need to register the domain name and have a hosting. Now, for your blog to be live, okay, just like my blog is live right now, as I'm going through this step by step, you need to register your blog name as a domain and hosting. Now, why web hosting? In simpler terms, thinking of a domain name as your home address, and hosting is like the actual house where all your stuff of the internet is being kept. So all the articles that is going to be on the website is being stored on the host, while the domain name is what people are going to search. It's just like an address where people search online and they come into your blog. So this I pretty much talk about how you can be able to, so once you click on this article right now, it's going to be directed to Namecheap. I'm going to be opening a link to that article below. So that is the first thing you need to do. Get your hosting and get your domain from Namecheap, and everything costs you nothing less than, because this is like a pretty much a detailed guide on how to register your Namecheap domain and host it. So everything pretty much for 1 year subscription pretty much costs you less than $33, which everything's 33,000 naira. I guess you should be around 35,000 naira or something way below than that. Okay, so easy to do. Okay, you don't have to stress yourself around it. Everything is, this article walks you through all this process. Now let's head over to the next step. Once you get your domain and you get your hosting, then the hosting provider, which is Namecheap, will now be redirecting you to what we call a new CMS provider. Now you're familiar with this, what they call WordPress. So WordPress is pretty much a CMS provider, which is a content management system, whereby, so on this, back in the days, if you want to create the blog, you need to have like some form of a programming skills, but thanks to WordPress these days, now you don't need to have a programming skills. You can build a blog just using a simple drag and drop feature. So what that means is that you don't need to have a coding experience to build a blog. You understand? So once you get a name, a hosting and a domain, then you log in your WordPress account, which is where you can actually build the blog from dragging and drop features. So you can build the blog from dragging, just like they have a pre-built inbuilt template. I can actually use to build a blog and start getting started from there. So WordPress is a new CMS platform whereby you can actually use to start building your own blog. So I research says that 98% of blogs online are actually hosted on WordPress, making it the most used CMS, which is what, content management system. So WordPress is basically what you are supposed to use. Let me show you pretty much WordPress. This is my website right now. Okay, let me pretty much go back a little bit. Let me show you how WordPress looks like. Okay, so this is my website. Okay, so this is how this CMS, so this is WordPress. Okay, I'm going to go to my dashboard right now. Let me show you how WordPress looks like. This is how it looks like. So you can be able to customize your websites. This is my WordPress website. Okay, so if I really want to build any page, let me go to my post. So when I mean drag and drop feature, this is what I mean. So instead of being able to code everything right from scratch, just go to your WordPress website, click on this. Understand? So this is WordPress. This is how it looks like. Okay, then go over to this place and let me show you how to do that. So let me show you how you can be able to click some article. Okay, so click on edits. Okay, it's loading, guys. Okay, so edit with Elementor. So this is how it is, guys. So with the drag and drop feature, you can be able to build your own WordPress website. Okay, this is it, guys. Very simple, easy to use feature, very drag and drop feature. So guys, while it's loading, I'm going to get back to that. So you also want to be using WordPress. Okay, so now after you're using WordPress, then you also want to edit your blog to suit the Google EAT standard. So in case you don't know what that means, Google EAT stands for the expertise, experience, authority, and trustworthiness. So these are the things that you should also consider when building a blog, because Google said, because think about it, if you want to build a blog, you understand, you need to get traffic to the blog. For you to make money from a blog, I mean, you have to get traffic to the blog. So you make money from a blog through affiliate marketing, through Google AdSense, which I should pretty much show you at the earlier of this video, through Google AdSense, whereby you see all these adverts on my blog. Look at all these adverts here. You see all these ads. You can see these ads here. These ads. So these are ads from Google AdSense. Okay, which is pretty much why you see this revenue here. The revenue is quite low because I didn't have that much traffic, but I'm more focused on making affiliate revenue than making more of Google AdSense. Okay, so that's my main priority. But this is an additional way of trying to make money, an additional source of income for you if you don't want to focus on Google AdSense and you want to do affiliate marketing. A lot more on how you can actually make money from blogging. But for you to be able to do all this, you need to have what you call the EAT. You have to meet up with the EAT standard, which is Google EAT standard. And what that means is that your blog needs to be what? Your blog needs to be what? You need to have as a form of authority, experience, expertise, and what trustworthiness. So how can you be able to achieve all this? Now think about it. Remember I told you that for you to be able to choose a blog, you need to have a specific niche. And that niche, what that means is that for you to be able to have a little bit of experience in that particular niche, that means you have already considered yourself as an expert in that niche. Don't normally, mind you, you don't have to be an expert. Okay, like the way Google tends to be. It's not you just trying to be the number one in that particular. No, you don't have to be the number one. As long as you have something to share, you have your own personal experience to share in that particular experience in that particular industry, then consider yourself as an expert. Then you also, as you can see, expert. You also have an experience, and I'm going to show you how to be able to gain this authoritativeness and trustworthiness so that you can even for it to be able to make Google to actually trust you. Okay, so these are the things that Google usually look out for. So Google algorithm use certain criteria to determine the ranking of websites in search results. So for you to be able to rank in number one on Google, like where I rank number one like this now, you need to have some form of expertise, some form of authoritativeness for Google to be able to show you on this search results. And that criteria includes the EEAT factor, which I pretty much just explain right now. So your website needs to exhibit this factor unless you are not relying on SEO for traffic source. And SEO for traffic source is one of the most important traffic source you can ever get right now on the internet. Okay, so you need to, SEO is pretty much how you get traffic online. So you need to have ensure that you do SEO, which I'm going to be showing, because SEO is where you get traffic to your website. So I'm pretty much going to drop a detailed guide, and I'm going to, because this EAT is a different entire topic on its own, so it doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, so you can only want to go through this video to see how you can actually build EAT for your blog. Let me show you just a little bit of glance on how I was able to build my own EAT. When I go to the about page, you can see, so whenever you come to my blog, you go to my about page, you pretty much see my name, understand? So my name, a little bit of story about me, how I was able to achieve success, and the reason, and what you're definitely going to be learning from my blog once you are on this page. And also have some form of a contact page option. It doesn't have to be complicated, guys. Look at it. I have a contact page on my blog. Look at it, guys. This is the contact page on my blog, so you can pretty much have a form of a contact form button, about page that talks about who is the owner, who is the face behind the website. Okay, and these are pretty much part of EAT criteria. And also, whatever article you're actually writing, you must write from your personal experience. Okay, so all those things can be one of the criteria to be able for you to rank very well on Google. So which is pretty much based on the EAT factor. So these are pretty much showing you how to create a WordPress page and everything. So now we have a niche, we have a domain name, we now have a hosting, we are pretty much know our competitors, and we know about the Google EAT factor. Just a glance into what the EAT factors looks like. Next step to take is conduct keyword research. So what are keywords? Now keyword are phrases your potential customers or audience is already searching for on Google. Now for example, let's say you're in the cooking niche example. Now just like I mentioned, when you search for best meals for Nigeria, it shows you related opportunities that are related terms of what you are actually searching for on Google. So these are keywords. These are all keywords. Okay, so what this means is that best food for Nigeria is a keyword, famous Nigerian meal is a keyword, and a keyword is something that your potential customers or your audiences are already searching for on Google. Now the reason why Google is showing you this stuff is because Google is telling you that okay, this thing you're actually searching for now on Google is recommending that to you because there are other people that are also searching for that same information on Google. Okay, so it's now left for you to be able to position your website, write articles to rank for all these keywords on your blog. So this is telling me that okay, people are searching for best food for Nigeria, best food Nigeria, famous Nigerian meals, easy to make Nigerian food, easiest Nigerian food to make. So when I have a blog in the Nigeria, when I want to establish a blog in the food industry, Nigeria food industry, these are the keywords that I need to be targeting. Okay, so these are able to get keywords for things that your potential people are actually searching for. And once you start getting all these keywords, when you start writing articles on all these keywords, you start getting traffic. you rank and Google rewards you with traffic, just as you can see right now. Okay guys, so now we know about keyword research now. So how do you do keyword research? Just type in Google. So let's say you want to have a blog, so like just type in whatever keyword you want to write on your blog. Do best, let's say best. For example, look at I talk more about affiliate marketing on my blog. So I rank for keywords like best affiliate marketing. So also look at these guys, and this article generates over 26. You can see I'm ranking number one. If I put that on Incognito tab, let me see which actual page I'm actually ranking for. Put an Incognito window. You can see I'm ranking for best affiliate. Okay, I'm ranking number two. So this is how, yeah. So if you want to generate keyword research, just pretty much type in whatever keyword. Let's say you want to blog about chef in Lagos. You can see. So these are keywords. So chef in Lagos, Portugal. Chef jobs in Lagos, chef school in Lagos, private chef in Lagos. So these are you can able to generate keywords, write everything, put them in your blog and start writing articles about them each individually. Okay, this is how easy to conduct keyword research. Now mind you that when you start conducting keyword research, there are going to be some keywords that are very much competitive to rank for, while there are some that are going to be less competitive to rank for. What that means is that there are some time, for example, now I'm in the online internet marketing space. My blog is in the internet marketing space. So when I search for the keyword term how to start a blog, now I will see a list of giant sites ranking for that term, making it too competitive for me to rank. So what that means is that this site have already established some level of authority on the eyes of Google, because they've been in the industry for many years. So I'm coming into the industry new. I don't have that much EEAT as these people has, understand? So Google will never show my blog number one on this particular keyword, because I don't have that much authority compared to these big guys. But what did I do? Does that mean I should stop blogging? No. I have to go for what? Less competitive keywords that I know, yes, that has some little bit of less authoritativeness, so I can easily rank for this keyword. Now look at this blog ranking number one now. You can see my blog domain authority is actually 0. But meanwhile, there's a tool here I can actually to check domain authority of some websites that I want to go to. Hrefs, just click on Hrefs. Let me show you Hrefs domain authority checker. Click on Href domain authority checker. Click on this. Okay, so click on it. So put in the website here, then it tells you the police here. Then okay. Can see, so it kind of tells you, okay, so you can see it tells you your website. So you can see my website authority is 1.0, which is so usually low, but I'm still getting traffic. Now look at this, but compared to this has a domain rating of 95, which what that means that it has an authority of 95 rating. So you can see that this website will rank for a lot of keywords that my website cannot rank for, but that does not mean that we're not going to make any money. I see some keywords that are very low, that has a very low competition that can actually rank for. So for my sake, I can't rank for that kind of term, so I have to look for low competitive keyword, which is pretty much what I was able to rank for this, and I was able to rank for this. I was still able to get some decent amount of traffic to my blog. So there are still some low competition keyword. Okay, so how do you find all these low competition keyword for your blog? The first thing you have to do is there's a tool called long tail pool. Okay, it's a lot about finding long term keywords. So what are long tail keywords? Long tail keywords are keywords that are usually 3+ words in length. Okay, so for example, let's say a keyword like best shoes is competitive, very competitive. But why not say keywords like best shoes in Nigeria, it is less competitive, because now you are not becoming more specific of what the user wants to search for. Now once you start writing for more of these keywords, then you start getting, that means that keywords are pretty much less competitive that I can easily rank for. And if we want to go further down, you might want to, you can see best shoes in Nigeria. So even giving me suggestion of latest shoes for guys in Nigeria. So these are keywords that are very narrow, specific, and easy less competitive that I can easily rank for. These are pretty much get less competitive keywords. So keywords are usually that are usually more of like 3 to 4 words length, you understand? I mean keyword length in terms of phrases and word counts. So you can see, so you can pretty much watch this video to be able to find how to find long tail keywords to write on your blog. So next step to take is what, after I've get all these keywords, the next step to take is what, design your blog. So if I follow this article word for word, I'll probably teach you guys how to set up a page, but well, next step is to take is what, set up a blog design and your navigation. So what that means is that this is how my blogs look like. Let me cancel this. So this is how my blog look like. So this is, you know what, set your blog designs. So I have all these things like this. Okay, this is your blog homepage designs right now. Okay, they are pretty much set all this space for your blog. Also have your home, all these category pages. You know how to customize everything to look more professional like this, so you can be able to set up a blog like that. So this is pretty much, this is all about trying to design your blog to make your blog more visually appealing, understand? So I pretty much have a well detailed article here to show you guys how to do all these things. Then you want to install all the necessary SEO plugins, okay, the Yoast SEO plugins. So I'm pretty much going to be showing you how the Yoast SEO plugin works. So let me go to one of my articles right now. Let me show you how the Yoast SEO plugin is. So this is my name, I'm logging right now. Okay. So you can see guys, so that's pretty much how the Yoast SEO plugin works. So you can be able to, just like an SEO tool that you know give you like a well detailed analytics of your SEO reports. Okay, so we're gonna go through this article to see how all this thing work. We want to install Google Site Kit. So Google Site Kit shows you, you know, track record of all your blog and everything you need to know on your website to understand. So these are necessary tools you need to install your blog. Google Site Kit, you need to install table of content, you know, go through all these articles, and this article will actually explain everything to you, well detailed scenario. Okay, so once everything has been done, start publishing your articles. Okay, so once everything has been done, the next step you take is what, publish your first blog post. Okay, so guys, publish your first blog post, because now we have done the keyword research, we have found, you know, low competitive keywords. We also need to learn how to master search intent, which is pretty much what this article actually covers in depth. Now we also need to know about topical authority. Okay, so topical authority just basically means covering all articles on a single topic. So if you want to have a blog in a cooking niche, you want to like create a specific subtopic on that cooking niche, cover all the entire articles, like let's say 10 to 20 keywords written under that topic, before you now move over to the next topic. So I mean the reason this is happening is because so that Google should consider you as an authority on that topic. Okay, so topical authority is a very much important thing to also look at, because this is one of the reasons why my blog was actually affected by the Google core algorithm update that was previous last 2 years ago, that affected 80% of my site's traffic. And what that means is that Google usually tends to make some algorithm changes every year. So what that means is that they try to like review the algorithm changes. So if your website did not meet up with expectation of what they need from their quality rater guidelines, they will always you know, try to take your website off their search engine. And what that means is that you're going to lose more traffic. So this is the experience I had that I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, so I've done this, has happened to me before, and I was able to recover from this algorithm update. So these articles really most give you a self-explanatory of everything, okay, you need to do to be able to survive this kind of algorithmic updates. You understand? And position your article in a way that no matter what algorithm update comes along in every single way, anytime you or your blog will always be positioned to be able to what, reap the benefits, not the disadvantages. So do that, this girls just pretty much go to all these things and learn about backlinks. You know, blogging is grow a lot. Okay, this article talks more in depth and tells you, okay, like look at like this, I tell you to add keywords in your URL. So these are one of the most important criteria when it comes to what, writing an article. The keywords must be included in your article URL. So this is my article. I'm targeting this article is what, how to start a blog in Nigeria. So what that means is that I'm adding the keyword I'm targeting. This is my blogging URL. Okay, this is the URL that is supposed to be after my domain name.com. So this is pretty much the same thing here. I pretty much show you a screenshot right now. So I really want to go through this all these articles, go through them, add keywords in the introduction part of your article, add semantic related keywords. These are related terms related to the particular keyword you're targeting. Let's say for example you have a you want to target, like for instance cooking is your key, you're targeting the keyword best cook, best chef in Nigeria. You want to add related keywords like chef, utensils, plates, spoon, because all these things are words that are actually related to the main keyword are actually targeted, which is what they call semantic related keywords. So all these things that need to be clear in the articles, and keep on use these tools called Robinized SEO. I mean, I talk about it here. This is a comprehensive guide. You want to go through them to know how to do all these things yourself. Okay, it's pretty much going to be a very, very lengthy one, so I don't want to make this video too long because I mean I'm pretty much going from the article actually documented for you guys. So this is going to go through that. So how to make money from a blog? I make money from affiliate marketing, which is when I show you. You write a review article about something. Like example now, let's say you search for best laptop for affiliate marketing. Okay, best laptop for affiliate marketing. When you click on that, then you see my website. And once you click on it, okay, so once you click on the website, it's gonna open right now. Okay, so you can see I wrote a review article on best laptop for affiliate marketing. Once you click on that, it shows you this thing, shows a list of laptop and affiliate companies. So anyone you click on, you buy from them, I get a commission based off of that. So you can do for affiliate marketing, Google AdSense, which is pretty much what I showed you guys here. Okay, and a lot of ways you can actually make money blogging online. So I guess that's pretty much the end of this video. I don't want to make this video very, very lengthy, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and do well to subscribe to my channel, and also go through the guide at this from this video, the article link in the video description. So thank you very much guys for watching today and very nice video. I really appreciate you guys for taking out of your time to watch my video to the very end, and peace out, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.